And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. And with that, they're down to one remaining here in this second half. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Barrett. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and got his man, complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen, that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep with the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. He's going to get it running right, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go, Pete!
Now Barrett finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back now here on EA Sports. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some splaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this 4th quarter and the rest of this game very interesting. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook, and he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Again, it's Cook. And an alley to run. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go! Boom, landed!
They run, Cook, and an alley to run. Again, he finds an opening. And now look at him go. 30, 10, touchdown, Vikings. A big play there, 85 yards. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by Everson Griffin. Looking to throw on second down. Barrett. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Throwing here, Barrett. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. A good pickup there, a 22. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Barrett to throw. Finds Jake Butt over the middle. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A gain of 6 there on 1st. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Barrett looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Paul Richardson from 8 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Back to throw. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, Murray. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Lucky 56.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Watching now, Barney.
On the carry, it's Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Third down, Dalvin Cook. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. This from Tom Dempsey range here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and that changes everything here in OT. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, and it's intercepted. picked off by Brandon Marshall. And the return will stop right around the 25. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
We got 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. he's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good time, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case,